Donald Trump to speak with Putin. Will he sell out Ukraine? Donald Trump is about to have a friendly little chat with Vladimir Putin, because of course he is. After all, what's a Trump presidency without a bit of groveling at the feet of his favorite dictator? This time, it's all about a so-called ceasefire deal, which, if history tells us anything, is just code for Trump handing Putin everything he wants while pretending it's a diplomatic win. Trump's hand-picked envoy, Steve Witkoff, has been playing messenger boy, running back and forth between Moscow and Washington, claiming that Putin accepts the philosophy of Trump's brilliant peace plan, whatever that means. The details? Oh, just the usual. Ukraine maybe surrenders troops in Kursk. Ukraine maybe accepts that occupied territories are now Russian. Ukraine maybe agrees to stop getting help from the West. Oh, and NATO? Yeah, that's probably dead too. But don't worry, Putin is totally open to a temporary 30-day ceasefire, which, shocker, has no actual commitment behind it. Just like every other peace proposal from Moscow, it's likely a stalling tactic so Russia can regroup, rearm, and push further into Ukraine once the timing is right. And Trump? Well, he's eating it up. His administration has made it very clear that the U.S. will offer Ukraine zero security guarantees. Britain's Prime Minister Keir Starmer is trying to put together a peacekeeping force to prevent a full Russian takeover. But without U.S. backing, the whole plan is on thin ice, and Russia, they've already said they won't accept any Western troops in Ukraine. Meanwhile, Zelensky isn't buying Putin's fake diplomacy. Over the past week, Russia has launched over 1,000 drones and 1,300 guided bombs on Ukraine, because nothing says I want peace like bombing civilians. Zelensky is calling for more pressure on Russia, not surrender. But Trump? He's too busy cozying up to Putin, rolling back military aid, and letting his national security advisor, Mike Waltz, make it crystal clear that Ukraine's NATO membership is incredibly unlikely. Translation? Ukraine is on its own. So when Trump gets on that phone with Putin this week, don't expect tough talk. Expect a man desperate to please his Russian benefactor, desperate to end the war in a way that makes him look like a deal-maker, even if it means throwing Ukraine under the bus. Because at the end of the day, Trump isn't a leader. He's just another pawn in Putin's long game. Editor's note. The story above is based on actual events, but let's be real. This is probably how the phone call will really go. Vlad, my old friend. You know I did it. I'm in the White House again. Let's make a deal. I lift the sanctions, I get a hotel in Moscow, and when they throw me out of the U.S., you give me safe haven. It'll be just like old times. Please like, subscribe, and leave me a comment.